We got no motives. These not smoking dopes with the hope for us to grow and control us. But I plan to show them that I know it. When I'm not smoking weed, I have reasons to believe there are people that are decent. Alright, this is a new video from me, Ian, representing the Central Virginia Free Thought Alliance. We are a relatively new group located in the Richmond, Virginia area, actively recruiting members to help keep religion out of the government. That is our primary function and goal, just so that we can continue to elect leaders who are going to think and act properly and vote on things and work things the way that we need them to work for the overall benefit of the masses of the United States of America, not for this little church down the road or this little church down the road. But anyway, let me get started. This is going to be a more formal, less silly approach to my discussions on religion, more specifically Christianity. I will cover most of the major three religions, though, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Pull out my notes here. The first week, we are going to talk about the beginning. The beginning, a lot of people say, oh, well, God created the earth and the heavens and all this other stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure that's incorrect, because that also says that it was created 6,000 years ago. That time started 6,000 years ago. Well, time didn't start 6,000 years ago. We have carbon dating and all those other things to prove it. Now, creationists will throw it in my face and say that, well, carbon dating is inaccurate. Well, it's not inaccurate to the point where it's going to be off by billions and billions of years, only by a couple 100,000 to a million years. So, no, you were incorrect. It's not going to be that inaccurate. And also, we have actually just recently found a pit. This also kind of destroys Darwinism, the theory of evolution, which I really don't believe in as well. I really don't. I believe both the religionists and the evolutionists are both kind of off. The reason is we actually just found this pit that was covered by millions and millions and millions of years of rock that couldn't have moved, so you can't say a skeleton fell down there. But we found human skeletons just like ours, not any different, same bone structure, everything the same, but they have been determined to be like several million years old, which means that we've been around for a lot longer than we think. And we probably did not evolutionize from a monkey or an ape, which really kind of shakes things up a bit. I mean, it's crazy how much scientific discovery is being discovered. But where did it all begin from? Personally, I believe in the Big Bang. I believe like one super planet and Big Bang. And where did that planet come from? I think it's kind of always existed. There really doesn't have to be a set beginning of time, although most people want to say that, we can't comprehend the fact with our little human brain. We can't comprehend the fact that, we are not, we're not alone here. There has to be a beginning to something. If I set a watch, there has to begin at a certain time, but see that it's not how it works in space. You got to really think outside the box and really open up your mind and really think hard and long about what you're talking about before you start talking. So I don't believe in God. No. Put that right out there. The other point I wanted to make is the basic foundation for religion is wanting to control people. I mean, look at it this way. Ancient governments, multiple cultured people wouldn't get along otherwise. They would fight with each other. But if they have one common list of, rules and goals, one religion, let's say Muslim, they'll work together because they have to defeat the Christians or they have to defeat the Jews, and that's how it works. And so you're able to, when you conquer new lands, incorporate your religion to that new culture, and they become really in part of your government and everything. So it works to the benefit of all rulers of all kingdoms to have one common religion. The other reason is why would people want to obey laws? Well, if you say, the leader of your religion, the God of your religion would look down on you for disobeying this rule, then you'd obey it, with fear of death and punishment. And that's the biggest key point about religion is it's fear tactics to scare people into it. I mean, look at when we're little kids. You go to church. and they tell you about a God that's loving and caring and watching over you. But if you mess up, you're gonna burn in hell and all this other painful crap. I mean, that's scary shit when you're 4 or 5 years old. So you're gonna obey, and you're gonna be brainwashed into believing this crap, and that's where it really comes from. Another reason people follow along is I'll click on this link here. It's a new study just came out not too long ago, actually. And it's proving that there's a connection between religious visions, so to speak, and brain activity, and it shows that certain areas of the brain light up, and gives people a feeling of not being alone, and so people think they're speaking in tongues and other things like that. And so that really kind of explains that thing. And one more thing I want to touch on is, in the modern world, religion doesn't work, because we have governments with democracy and things like that. In ancient kingdoms where you had a king and thousands of miles of territory, to cover, that, you didn't have the mass communication to call somebody up and be like, hey, are you guys going to agree with us today? You had to depend on the fact that they viewed your same viewpoints, and they were going to follow with you no matter what. And the rules written in the Bible are just so outdated, it doesn't make sense for the modern world. That's pretty much all I have for today.